We had so much fun in the last sketchbook date, so we're gonna go on another one today. You cool with that? Too bad. Let's go. We have arrived. Today's intention is to do as many drawings as possible and focus on composition. And I'll be doing that through focusing on shapes and lines. My goal today is going to be to do about 10 to 15 and maybe a finished painting at the end, but we'll see what happens. So I'll be counting on you to count how many I do. Ooh, it's a hot one today, but no heat's gonna stop us. So let's jump into it, shall we? Since we'll be doing a bunch of little studies today, this tool will be of great help to hone into the compositions. This is called a viewfinder, and by adjusting the size and moving it around a bit, it'll simplify things visually to get it down on paper. Composition is difficult and complex on its own, but notice how different shapes, lines, and angles communicate different things when I move the viewfinder around. I took some time to really observe around, and here's the view I was drawn to for the first sketch. The supplies I chose to bring with me today are based off of my intention. Since we'll be moving around a lot, doing a bunch of quick sketches, I brought tools that will allow me to make these studies quickly. Oh, and I almost forgot, you're probably wondering where we are. Today I'm bringing you through beautiful Mizner Park in Boca Raton, Florida. Here you'll find beautiful greenery, an awesome amphitheater where there are always concerts and events, but it's nice and empty for us today, and the world is our oyster. The possibilities of subjects to draw are endless, and I think it's a great place to practice some architecture, composition, and there are some beautiful cast shadows from the way the sun hits the buildings. Doesn't this place remind you of Europe? After doing a bit of exploring in the sun, I found a nice shaded area in this beautiful gazebo for us to start sketching in. Breaking into a blank page is always the hardest part, but once you get the ball rolling, it's smooth sailing from there. I divided the sketchbook page into little sections and rectangles so that I can fit the compositions inside of them. I kept my eye moving back and forth and did my best to work as quick as possible not to get stuck in one place. Then, once I felt like the composition was down on paper, I was ready to start the next one. I was really drawn to the angles of the buildings, so I was curious to how it would look if I just positioned it in a square composition, zoomed in a little bit visually, and simplified the shapes. Once again, not seeking perfection, just moving the eye around a lot to test and experiment how I can best compose it in a rectangle. It was a little challenging to stand and also draw in the heat, but as I sat down, I was immediately distracted by my next subject. I don't know what it is about cars, but they're such a fun challenge to draw. And after I got a little quick ink sketch done, I used the broad end of the marker to get in those shadows. Then I added a little bit more color just to get the environment in. Looks like we're off to a great start. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Can we keep it moving with 2 right there? I adjusted my viewfinder to a very thin composition, and then I had a light bulb moment. Bingo! The workers appeared as characters to me, so I worked quickly to capture that moment. I loved the shadows of his clothing, the foliage framing the scene, the clouds and pink building in the background. Oh yes, after this composition study, I may need to do this in gouache as a painting. I feel like the first few sketches are always warm-ups, and as your drawing session progresses, they get better and better. But as I zoned out and was working quickly, I noticed that my subject was suddenly gone. But that's okay, I finished right on time. There's a great benefit in doing these kind of quick drawings. Not only are you further learning how to see, but you're also exercising the hand-eye coordination to hone in and tunnel vision into one view. And you're doing it on location from life. Sounds like a lot to juggle, right? Well, it is. I really fell in love with the balconies here, and I was soon submerged into the feeling of wanting to draw everything.
There's so much to draw. I'm so overwhelmed, but really happy. And thanks for coming with me and enjoying this sketching day.
It's time to keep the feet moving to see how I can fill the next page. But first, a quick word from today's sponsor, me. That's right, Jess Carp makes tote bags, art prints, stickers, all guaranteed to bring you smiles and happiness to your home. Check out my website for all the goodies and be on the lookout for new things coming soon. Wait, what's that you said? Let's go back out in the sun? Okay, you got it. Right this way.
I thought you were taking pictures.
No, I'm recording a YouTube video. I just started like little sketches around and then
Cool.
You guys working all the time?
Yeah. I've been working 20 years.
Really? You're the best.
There's something so peaceful about water fountains. And after speaking to one of the workers, he says that today's the first day it's worked in 20 years. So I guess we got lucky. Just kidding, I had it arranged for our sketchbook date, okay? You may notice me switching my process around as I go, but there's no right or wrong. I was just going off by how I felt in the moment. Plus, it's a chance to experiment in the sketchbook. The glow of the sun was so beautiful. I will definitely need to come back to paint. But hey, are you still counting? To switch things up for these next few drawings, I decided to focus on a more panoramic composition. I got those shapes in quickly and dove right in with some graphite. My view on my left side was complete super quick, and now let's tackle the one right across from it on the right. You may have seen me sketch this over on my Instagram. I also did one in ink in a larger sketchbook. This was just a few weeks back. It never hurts to try to draw something again. I was really enjoying doing some pencil sketches, but I was a little stuck on what to draw for the last panoramic sketch. And call me crazy, but there was one thing that really caught my eye. Yep, a silver fire hydrant. But how can I compose it in that panoramic shape? Let's give this a try. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 drawings. I literally chose the hottest day to do this, but it was a beautiful day and I'm thinking to do one big painting. Not too much. I found my way back to the fountain as I had a little bit of time before the sun was going to set, and I took a moment to look through one of my inspirations and also took some time to recharge. While I was looking through and reading, I want to share a quote with you that really resonated with me. The watercolors have a happy air of impromptu, of the artist having come upon a scene at a particular moment and there and then translated it into paint. He set his face against anything like picture making. His watercolors are fragmentary, pieces of the visible world broken off because they appealed to his eye. I had limited time, but this triangular composition appealed to my eye, and I was determined to capture it. Everything about this moment felt perfect, and I was reminded how present I feel when I'm sitting and painting from life. And I'm so grateful to be able to share this little miracle of a moment with you. My main focus was to capture the glow and feeling that I had in the moment, but I seemed to be running out of time and had to work super quickly. I kept referring back to my inspiration, John Singer Sargent, and as I attempted to keep things loose and exciting, I had a few more visitors. Thank you. distracting me, please. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
stopping
that
by.
looks super pretty, yeah.
Thank you.
Wow, yeah, it's great.
Thank you. Before I knew it, I had lost track of time, and the big ball of fire set behind the horizon. I was on a creative cloud, and I didn't want to come down. But I packed up my stuff, headed back to the studio, and continued there. I spent the rest of the evening creating and taking inspiration from the day. I returned back to the studio and referenced the little thumbnails and created paintings from them. I could not get them out of my head, so I used gouache to make a bit more finished compositions this time. I did one of the golf cart and one painting from one of my favorite thumbnails that I did today, and I was so pleased with the outcome. And that's a wrap for today. Today was a lot of fun, full of so much creativity. I'd love to know which one of the sketches and paintings today is your favorite. Drop a comment, say hello, turn on those bells so you don't miss the next sketchbook date, and thanks so much for watching. Now if you want to keep watching and you want to see some more urban sketching, I'll have a playlist right up on the screen so you can binge watch some more episodes. And if you want to know what supplies I take with me on the go, my travel art supplies video will tell you all about it. I'm sending you love and light wherever you are. Stay creative and stay positive, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!